Hello and welcome back to Python. Welcome back to Pandas. And yes, welcome back to nothing because, that's not important. What is important is the subject of today, and this is data cleaning. And while doing that, we want to look at some data cleaning functions which Pandas provides us with. So let's create a data frame. Import pandas as PD. Let's create some series. And let's create a data frame out of this series. Okay, we created our data frame. Now let's add an index like and yes. Let's create other indexes like index equals A, B, C, D. And let's fill the remaining parts with data equals data point reindex in columns fill value equals 3. But the problem is we don't add any columns. So let's add some columns, like columns equals ABC, D, F. And these columns are filled with 3. So let's just use some functions we used already in reindex, but now we are using them to an existing data frame without reindexing, like bfill and ffill. Data equals data point fffill. Doesn't do anything, but let's do backwards fill. This also does not do anything because we need to fill the not the number ones. So let's add some indexes here. Okay, now we should get an not filled. We should get an say we get a data frame which isn't completely filled, but the rows aren't filled. Now let's use our dati ffill. Dati equals dati ffill, and now he's filling them. And bfill. He can't fill them because it's before fill, so ffill will fill them. Bfill would fill them if the first row would be empty. Another way of data cleaning is drop duplicates. So for this we need identical rows. So let's get some rows. So we have D and F, which are equal rows. No, we have no equal. This are equal rows, I guess. Now dati equals dati point drop duplicates. And yeah, because B and C were identical, B was deleted, and yeah, A still exists. We can also convert our data types. For that, let's create a higher one. And yes, let's do dati equals how it is called, S type, dati point S, like this. Okay, and I'm kind of getting old because S type was removed in the newest version, so this won't work anymore. What we can do math stuff like dati equals dati point apps of dati. This should work. It does, but you won't see it because if I comment this out, we have minus, and without we have the positive number. So some operations you know from math, mathematical operations also work with data frames. The same goes, by the way, for round. We can round our data frame 0.3, 0.7, and yeah, he automatically rounds it if we say round, otherwise he won't round it. Like here. And here again it is rounded. So what we can also do if we have column with empty values. Okay, we don't need the fill value here. So here we have some column and one row with empty values. We can use the function dati point. And if we are using drop now, we get an empty data frame. Why do we get that? Back to it. Let's look at our data frame, and you see each row and each column has empty values. So let's again fill it at this point with fill value 2. Now let's use it again. And now he just deleted the row which contains not a number. Let me just show it more. Okay, again without the fill value. I mean without the drop now. We have our E, which has not a number. Now if we are filling them, if the columns are filled, you will only delete the row which doesn't have values or has cells in it without any value. So last function I wanna show you is the clip function. So for example, we have some values above. If we are using clip like 2 and 4, in our data frame we have values above 4 and lower than 2. And if we are using clip, each which is higher than 4 will get to 4, and lower than 2 will get 2 as a value. Pretty simple. So that every value in our data frame is between 2 and 4. And like this, there are many other data cleaning functions. You can sort your data and stuff like that. If I have functions I didn't mention here during the series, I will explain them, so don't worry. This should be just an example of functions you can need for data cleaning. Hope you have a wonderful evening, dinner time, daytime, whatever time it is. See you in the next video. Bye bye.